Hello, everybody. Dave Neal here, stand-up comic and host of Bachelor Nation News. And we've got another update from Hannah Brown and Peter Weber in the story that keeps on giving. It turns out Peter was ghosted after Hannah Brown's book launch. This information just came out yesterday. He reached out to Hannah Brown after she launched her book, which had a big tell-all involving Peter, and then he never heard back from her. Yikes. God bless this mess and God bless this story. We're about to get into it. Follow me on Instagram at DNeals if you want to watch the clip, the Instagram reel that got demonetized because your boy trying to work in my clean comedy, but apparently it got a little dirty. So you can go watch that. Apparently I said the P word too many times. You'll know what I'm talking about. It's part of the joke. What can you say? You know what I mean? And if you guys want, follow me. Make sure to subscribe on the YouTube if you haven't already. Double check. Make sure you're subscribed and hit the like button. It helps out the channel. And of course, to everyone else who's watching on the live stream right now, join the live stream community and you can watch the behind the scenes of how we make these movies. I'm a thespian. I'm the Steven Spielberg of Bachelor. How we make these stupid videos work. Patreon.com/Dave Neal. So, Hannah Brown basically let everybody know that she hooked up with Peter while his own season was still airing. Unbeknownst to Peter, he was forced to respond in November, and this is what he had to say. So we'll read Peter Weber's response to Hannah Brown reveal that they hooked up post-Bachelor. During his infamous season in 2020, Peter Weber proposed to Hannah Ann Sluss before calling off the engagement and then dating up runner-up Madison Pruitt for a minute. Then they split, and then days after that, after the final rose, days after that happened, he starts a relationship with Kelly Flanagan. Everyone's looking at the timeline going, hey, wait, what day was this? We're ruffling through our papers and all that. And things got heated up when, and by the way, I'm going to share the update, so just hang on. We got to get to that. I'm going to share the update in a second from Peter, what he said about how he got ghosted on. Things heated up when Hannah heard Peter Weber and Hannah Sluss were having troubles in January 2020. By February, their pair met up at a Bachelor Nation engagement party and ended up leaving together. He was like, I have so much to tell you. In her book, she explained that they slept together before Hannah Brown learned he was having thoughts about Madison. The chemistry just wasn't there. It just sucked. And then I found out he had another girl on his mind. It was all so bizarre. How bizarre? How bizarre? Do-do-do, do-do-do. How bizarre? How bizarre? On November 18th, Peter Weber responded to Brown's expose on his podcast, Bachelors in the City. I thought we were just going to keep it private, but I guess that wasn't the case. And I'm totally okay with it. It's all good. I don't mind any of this. We'll see how he feels about that now. As Peter recalls, Bachelor producers actually warned him not to attend the engagement party because Hannah Brown would be in attendance, but he went anyway. I ended up leaving the party, and then I was like, I want to talk to Hannah Brown more. I remember I pulled over, I texted her, and I was like, hey, let's chat. You want to talk more? And so I ended up coming back to the party, and she snuck out of the house without anyone figuring out and got in my car. And oh, you just can't keep a secret. You know what I mean? At least Hannah Brown became a New York Times best-selling author after releasing this book, God Bless This Mess. So here's what Peter has to say now after several months of reflection. Let's just have a listen.
I do not speak to any exes. I have fully moved on, moving forward.
You talked about this on your podcast. And
Wait, you see that stupid hat Peter's wearing?
Your side of the story. But did you ever talk to Hannah B after that book came out?
You know what? I did not. I reached out to her. I received no comments. And
she pleaded
the
fifth.
It is what it is. I personally, I wouldn't have.
It is what it is.
I've done something like that. I just.
You were taking that to the grave?
Privacy. Well, I just,
Well, first he took it to the bed, and then he's taking it to the grave.
Oh my God.
If two people have a private, situation and talks, and they say that they're going to keep it private, I keep it private. So I don't know. She now has done that to me on 2 occasions where she said she's not going to say anything, and then she says something.
What was the other one?
The windmill. She had asked me not to say anything.
Windmill.
She wrote about that in the book too, how she promised not to say anything, but the heat of the moment just took over. So she feels bad about it. I read the whole book. I doubt you did, but
so, I don't think I could confide in her anymore. Put it that way. But I think I probably helped sell a lot of books for her. So I will see.
Wow, you like that? Peter Weber helped sell a lot of books for Hannah Brown. Well, hey, it's not wrong. He's the bulk of the drama. Him and Jed need to get on the residuals.
You definitely did. And I got that book a little early, and I was just on the edge of my seat for those 3 weeks waiting for everyone to find out.
Peter was on the edge of the windmill. Oh, come on, folks.
Because I signed an NDA and I couldn't tell anyone. And I was like, but Peter, I will say what's something, and you always do this. you always take the high road in moments like that. And you've told your side of the story, but when I listen to you guys talk about it, it's like, you could be so shady right now. You could be so this, and you were just like telling your side of the story and you're like, it is what it is. And as a journalist, I'm like, lame. But as a person, I'm like, good job, Peter.
Now, as a video journalist, let me tell you. Now, no offense to Sarah calling herself a journalist, none whatsoever. But am I? This begs the question: am I a power recapper or am I a video journalist? I feel like I may be a video journalist at this point. Let me know if you like video journalist Dave. VJ Day.
Well, listen, it wasn't anything like, it wasn't anything crazy. Like, there wasn't nothing like scandalous about it. It was, we had a past that, guys, I'm trying to put yourself in our shoes and like everything we had been through and then not being able to see each other and then how everything happened. It was a...
Well, Peter's, if he's anything, he's been promoting the Green New Deal. Nothing like alternative forms of energy to get your rocks off.
Oh my
very
God.
What is going on moment, and it was just two people kind of exploring that, and nothing came from it, and that's okay. But like, again, I was never going to speak on it, but once it got out, like, there was nothing to hide. It was nothing like that I felt bad about or ashamed of. It was what everyone goes through, two people trying to figure stuff out. Nothing crazy about it.
Did you hear from any of your other exes or Bachelor Nation exes at that time who were maybe surprised to learn that information just based on the timeline?
I can honestly say no. I do not speak to any exes. I have fully moved on, moving forward.
Don't you guys feel bad for Dustin here? It's like, he's like, should I leave? Should I Postmate some food? Dustin's getting about as much airtime as a grocery store Joe on his podcast, but of course it's really not his story to tell, so I don't blame him. But well, that's enough from me, video journalist Dave. Let's just go back here to what Hannah said about feeling bad. Now, it's one thing for Hannah Brown to feel bad about incorporating them into her book. I mean, it's her story to tell. It's another thing to not respond to Peter, to be like, sorry, bro, like, let me Postmates you a couple meals. You know what I mean?
You're sharing personal stories with that obviously involve another human. But what was really important for me when I was deciding like what I was going to share and what I wasn't was like, did it have a purpose other than being gossip or just like, I'm just still like have a like, some type of like bitterness. Like if it was that, like it could not be in there. I had to really be like, how is this helpful? How is this relatable? How is this going to help somebody else that's reading it?
Well, let me tell you how. Clearly, everyone else has been in this similar circumstance, right? Like, clearly, everybody has been the bachelor of a show where you filmed yourself getting frisky with contestants in a fantasy suite, and then it doesn't work out, but you signed an NDA, so you can't have hookups in public because then people know it didn't work out. So then you go to the engagement party of two people that met on Bachelor in Paradise, Hannah and Dylan, and then you see your ex from her season of The Bachelorette, and you leave the party, and then you're like, hey, do you want to bump Harrison's again? And she's like, I'll pump your Palmer any day of the week. And then they bang their John on top of their little bong or whatever that case may be, and then they go over to Peter's house and paid the piper, mind you. And after doing that, Peter's mom makes them French toast, the good kind with the confectionery sugar. And he's like, the one with the blueberries in it? And she's like, yes, sweetie, the one with the blueberries in it. Organic, it's Calabasas. These are inside jokes, California. And then afterwards, she makes a best-selling book about it, right? If this isn't the way every story exists, then what world are we living in, right? Of course, it's relatable, right, folks? I feel like I'm heating up. I feel like this might be the best video you guys are going to get all week. That's right, Franny, power recapper, video journalist. And of course, Lee in the Patreon live stream says, you're the anchorman of the Dave Neal Show. That's right, anchorman personality with weatherman hair. Come on, folks, let's get into it. All right, so let's just finish off and see if she's any other gold for us. Am I snarky today? Do you guys like, it might be the new Starbucks coffee hit me right.
And if it wasn't that, then I wasn't going to put it in there. So, yeah, it was definitely hard to kind of figure out what I wanted to put in there, but I think everything like has a purpose and, I can stand behind it. And I know that I'm like a very honest human. Like, hello, I think of all the relationship stuff, like I'm do not, I'm very self-aware of how I played a part in things too. And I hope that comes across in the book, because I definitely take ownership for a lot of things that happened in my life.
All right, so we got enough of that. All right, well, look, and again, I'm being snarky, but I'm happy for Hannah to tell her story. I don't know how it works when you make I mean, if I ever have a memoir, do you give people the heads up? In most cases in a memoir, the details, it doesn't matter who the name is. So like you can just have a pseudonym. You can be like, oh yeah, I was dating this guy Tony over there, Tony, and then it's like, no, it's Peter Weber. So in this instance, people are like, oh no, we want names, we want receipts, we want flight patterns, we want to know you're in a search station. They want everything. We're in the Gladiator. We want popcorn, and we just want to whatever. And I got to tell you what, I mean, by all means, we've made about 15 to 20 videos just based on her book alone. I think we made one or two based on Rachel Lindsay's, and I don't think Rachel Lindsay's had as much unfinished business as we've seen in Hannah Brown's book. So God bless this mess is right. And you know what? Kudos to Peter Weber for taking the high road. He doesn't have to wear it on his face. Clearly, he's like, no, like, I'm fine with it. Like, he doesn't have to, like, pretend, but he's like, look, I know where my moral boundaries are, and I'm not going to talk. But let me tell you something, Peter. Hey, shots have been fired. If you want to write a best-selling book, hey, I know you're flying, you're a pilot. Pop that puppy on, autopilot, ring the buzzer on the flight attendant, get some coffee brewed, and get a little cockpit memoirs there, right? Cockpit memoirs with Peter Weber. I'd watch it. We know you're a fan of the podcast. Let me know if you want me to help you co-write it. I'll punch it up for you. We'll get down to the meat and potatoes of it all. You were part of that windmill experience too, and damn it if you're not going to tell your story. God bless your mess, Peter Weber. I'll be the one taking your side here. All right, folks, let me know what you guys think. That's going to be it for me right now. We've got a video that just went live on the Dave Neal Show, and if you guys want to check that out, it is about the new American dream, how to make it in the social media world, and I think it's a good one. So if you need a little inspiration, a little kick under your ass, some light a fire underneath your tushy, or if you just need to kill some time while you get some work done, Dave Neal Show will have that for you right now. Go watch that video, and we'll talk to you guys later. Bye, everybody. Thanks for being a part of my weird show. Video journalist Dave Neal out. Well, that's it for me, folks. I hope you guys enjoyed that as much as I did. Sometimes that was a fun one. Whenever, like, it's just stupid. How stupid is what I do. You know what I mean? Ashley says Starbucks coffee puts Dave on another level. You guys are the best. I'm sorry I was late to the party today. I wasn't trying to be cool. It's not going to happen again. I just appreciate the messages I got from people. Where are you, Dave? Send out a flare. Blink if you're okay. I'm going to upload this. My plan has been to wait till noon to eat. So that means I'm going to put the bacon in now. So it's ready right at noon. The sugar-free diet's been going great. Ashley K said stupid funny. Yeah, I love stupid funny. Absolutely. All right, you guys are the best. I'm going to get on that. And since you've been a part of this live stream, I now have the Dave Neal Show up if you guys want it. Again, I'm just, you guys have been overly supportive. I appreciate you guys so much. I feel like you've all given me a nice hug today. I feel warm. I appreciate that. Maple Pecan Energy is right, Araceli. That's right. Video journalist Dave is, as a video journalist, I'm going to start saying that from now on. I should get like a video journalist plaque. What are those? Hold on. What is that? Let's go to Amazon real quick here because I feel like before I let you guys go, I feel like there's like a journalist vest for men, right? Aren't there like vests that you can get? No, I don't want that one. I want like a wartime, like in war. I want like one of those wartime media vests that they wear. You know what I mean? And where it says journalist on it, or does it say media? Let's just media vest for war. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Media vest for war. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? When you're like, let's do this. Media vest war. What's that? Press? Oh, Tasha says press. Press vest for wartime. I need to get one of these. Yeah. Oh boy. Can you imagine that? Power recapper with a press vest. Maybe I could just get this and Photoshop it on the green screen in front of me. Do they sell it on Amazon? I don't want to get shot though. My neighborhood might take this as the wrong way. Press vest. Press. Okay, there it is. Licensed commercial drone pilot. Do not disturb. Yeah. Tactical. I need so basically I need a tactical vest that then says media on it. But maybe, guys, maybe I get a tactical vest that says video journalist on it. Ashton K said the media part gets stuck on with Velcro. Yeah, let's do this. I'm going to buy this, and I'm going to get a video journalist. And then on the back, it'll say power recapper. And then maybe I'll put some, like, I digress stickers on it or something. All right, folks, I'm going to get out of here before I lose my dang mind. You guys have been fantastic, and I appreciate all the support. I'll have this video up in about half an hour. Bye, guys. Thank you so much.